Alright guys, I'm back out here in my shop. Haven't had a whole lot of time, been so busy here lately, I haven't had time to get out here. But wanted to get out here today and try to answer some questions. I've had a couple of people have asked me how to use Mach 3 to run a program so long and then stop it and then maybe come back the next day and start up right where you left off. And I'm out here, I've just got some scrap birch plywood that I had left over from another project, and I wrote a program, just a real short simple program to create some push sticks for my table saw. And I thought what I'd do is, while I'm out here doing this, I would kind of go through the steps again of how you can stop something in mid-run and come back the next day, and even if you shut everything off, and be able to fire it back up and take back off right where you left off. So what I'm going to do is I've got my workpiece already clamped down here and I've got my center found, so I'm going to go ahead and start this up. And what I'll do is, like I said, there's two push sticks on here, so when it cuts the first one out, I'm going to stop it and show you how you can reference it back home, write the line number down off of the Mach 3, shut everything off, go on, do something else, come back the next day, fire it all back up, and be able to take off right where you left off. So for right now, I'm just going to fire this up, and I probably won't video all of this, but when it gets near the end here, I'll fire the camera back up. Okay, I was going to stop this thing after the first part, and then I thought, well, an even better way to show you is to actually cut this second part about halfway through. So I'm gonna, I just stopped, I hit the stop button, and then I just raised the Z up a little bit to get it up out of the material. And the first thing you want to do when you're getting ready to shut it down for the night, and then you want to come back and start up right where you left off, is to send it back home. So tell it to reference all, or actually go to Z, excuse me. Tell it to go to Z, and you hit your go to Z button on your Mach 3. And I don't know if you can see that in there, but the bit is just on the top of the surface, just like it was when I zeroed it out. So now the machine is home. It knows exactly where it's at when I fire it back up. So now I could turn the controller off. I could shut the computer off if I wanted. But one other thing I need to do, and I'm going to take the camera off the, well, maybe I'll just turn the camera here and see if you can see this. Okay, yeah, maybe that'll work. Okay, so what you want to do is, you can see I stopped it right on line N7110. So all you have to do is remember that line, or write it down preferably. Okay, so I'm going to write N7110. Okay, now that I've got that line wrote down so that I know where I left off, now I could come in, now that I got the controller shut off, I can close this out and I'm done. I can go in and come back a day from now, 2 days from now, doesn't make any difference. Okay, so now let's assume it's the next day and I've come back out here and I go to open up my Mach 3. Okay, first thing I want to do is hit my reset button. You notice that all these are zeros, and if you recall, I set my machine back at 0 before I turned it off, so I just hit reference all home, and then all I have to do is come load that G code again, which that one was called push stick 2. Pull it up, and then I want to take the down arrow key, and I want to, well, I don't want to do that. Okay, I want to, and at this point I can also turn my controller on if I want to. Because it's all referenced out, it's all at zeros. The machine was at 0 before I turned it off. And I already know there's probably going to be some knucklehead comment say, well, no, you can't do that because when you turn it off, you lose your position and all that, and that's a bunch of bull. The way my machine is designed, it's tight. It doesn't move when you cut it off, even if you leave the Z up in the air. It's not going to move, not a hair. So enough of that. Anyway, so now what I want to do is I want to come down here, and you can see where it says set next line. So I want to come down here, scroll down in this, highlight inside the little program area here, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to scroll down until I get to that oops, I still got a ways to go. N7110 is what the number was. Let me use this because I can probably move it a little faster this way. Another way you can do this also too is to watch over here in your little box, your little graphic screen, and you can see what's highlighted. To me it's hard to see good, so I'd rather just write the line number down and remember it that way. And actually what you can do if you want, okay, there's the 71. Oops. Alright. That's okay, because thank God I had the controller on, so that it still knows where it's at. So now I'm going to set it down here at this line, and actually I usually go the line ahead of that one. Okay, and now I can hit this next line and say run from here, and you notice that it scrolls through there, it goes back to the top, and it goes all the way up there and finds that line. And there it is, N7100. And now all I have to do is, when I hit cycle start the first time, it will come up and say, actually I probably want to raise that Z up just a hair, get it off the material. So now I can hit this, and you'll notice that this little screen pops up and it says preparation will move to, and it's telling you where it's getting ready to move to. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the router back on. Then I'm going to hit OK. And the machine makes a move back to where I left off. Okay, so I hope you can see that when I started that back up, it went right back to the position, and you can see that it cut it perfectly. It just, picks up right where it left off. Let me move this out of the way here a little bit. And there's my push sticks. Okay. Here are the two push sticks that I made. I kind of like these. The plans actually call for these to be 1.5 inches wide, so before I use my router table to round off these edges to make them a little easier on the hands, is I'm going to glue them together and let them dry good, and then I'll round over these edges. I also made another style, which again I haven't rounded these over yet, but I kind of like the look and feel of these. I think these are going to be handy. And the push stick I used to use probably wasn't the safest thing, so these will be a little better. So I don't really need two of these, but I guess I'll have one in case I misplace the other one. So anyway, if anybody would like to make these either with a CNC machine or just trace the drawing out and cut them out on your bandsaw or something, I'll have these plans available up on my website. I'll have a downloadable link where it's got the PDF and which is what these were, but they were fully dimensioned, so I was able to draw up and create a DXF, and I'll also have the full-scale DXF up there, so if you do want to cut them with a CNC machine or something, you won't have to spend the time drawing them up. I've already done that for you. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you are pretty clear on how to shut your computer down at the end of the night and come back and start it up and run a CNC program right where you left off. It's really not that hard to do. So hope it cleared that up for you. Anyway, thanks for all my new subscribers. Still getting a bunch of new subscribers. I really appreciate that. And I like you know, the comments I see on the videos and stuff. I'm glad everybody's you know, interacting with the comments and the Google Plus and that kind of stuff. So I try to get to answer as many as I can, you know, reply to either the comments on the videos, or if people send me an email. I really don't have a whole lot of time, and you know, I try to get to the ones I can. I will say this: if you send me an email and ask me a question and I don't get back to you, more than likely it's because somewhere in one of the videos I've already discussed and you'll get your question answered. So you know, I just have such limited time to try to answer videos or emails and comments and things like that. So anyway, thanks again for watching, and we'll talk to you next time.